And other congressmen are joining in that call tonight.
Well, we're just calling for some rain to get rid of the smoky weather out
Yeah,
here.
we're not going to get the rain. The question is, can we push enough air in here that's more, say, or less smoky?
Breathable?
God, yeah, it's terrible out there.
Let's not compromise for little here. Let's go for a deluge.
All right, well, let's go for this then. Look at the pictures, though. I mean, they're unbelievable.
They are awesome pictures.
Yeah, Carol Katana sent this one in. This is unbelievable. And then check this one out. Richard Roble sent this one in to us. It is a blood red sky at times, and it is really rough. And that's if you can even see the sun. We got to a point this evening where you couldn't even see it out there because of how thick the smoke was. Some ash fall out there as well. Not as much as we had on Thursday as far as the ash goes, but visibility as bad today as we've had from that fire to our west. So is there a chance that we start seeing things improve thanks to a big-time monsoon season? It is a possibility. Monsoon season, by the way, starts next week, but it really doesn't get cranked up until the first or second week of July. That's when things really start to get going, and it lasts all the way through the end of September. High pressure to the east, low pressure to the west. That tends to funnel moisture up into the state. You add the heat of the day, and you crank up some pretty good thunderstorms. Well, some of our wettest monsoon seasons, 2006, 1988, and 1933. 2006, we were coming out of a La Nina, so there is a light, we'll call it, characterization where we usually see that sort of setup when we can get a pretty good monsoon season following a La Nina. So that is a real possibility for us. It's not a slam dunk by any stretch, though. In some of our driest monsoon seasons, where we end up with about 1.5 inches of rain over a 3-month period, that would be devastating for us if that happened again. Hopefully it will not. 81 degrees in the metro. West-southwest winds for us, 8 miles an hour, 60s, 70s, and 80s to the north. Down to the south, 70s and 80s as well. Winds out of the southwest have been pretty gusty this evening. Now they're starting to die down out there, thankfully, but we do still have that smoke pushing its way into the area. But as the winds continue to die tonight, the source of that smoke pushing into the area will start to abate a little bit. So things will improve a little bit by tomorrow morning here. Still not going to be great air quality. And those storms we had across the east are now pushing their way out. But we'll continue to see each afternoon and evening over the next couple of days more smoke push in here because those gusty southwest winds will continue, and they'll carry that smoke from the fire into the metro area here. And one other problem, we don't have any major league big-time fires going in New Mexico right now, but what we have had is a lot of storms that have been pushing out rain that evaporates before it hits the ground, then a lightning strike hits the ground, and a fire can eventually take off. And a lot of times those fires can lay low for a while, then you get some gusty winds and they take off. So that's what we're worried about here. We could still have a major league fire problem across New Mexico, a fire that starts here and runs through a huge area of the state. So we're going to continue to watch that, but for now, we'll take the smoke as long as we don't get any additional fires here across the state. 70s and 80s across the northwest. Evening smoke will remain possible across the four corners. Temperatures 70s and 80s. Down to the south and west. Very warm here for tomorrow. 89 Silver City, 97 Deming, 98 Las Cruces, Alamogordo, 97 degrees. Extended forecast. No chance for bringing in much in the way of precip. Over to the southeast, these are dangerously warm temperatures again for tomorrow. Southwest winds up to 35 miles an hour, and the heat continues all the way through Thursday at the very least. North and east, going to be warm here for tomorrow. And windy once again. Keep those winds going throughout much of the week, and you will see some hazy conditions as well over the northern mountains. Gusty winds here. Winds will top out around 35 miles an hour. Santa Fe going to be pretty smoky as well the next couple of evenings. Meanwhile, into the East Mountains, temperatures here in the 80s. And finally, right here in the metro, temps for the most part, 80s and 90s. We'll get the afternoon smoke and evening smoke over the next couple of days. Hopefully, it won't be as bad as today, though.
Smoking is dangerous to your health.
Always.
Sports is coming up.